Okay, I'm back at the office now. This is JOMArchaeology. We show you interesting things that we find on JOMA job sites. And today I found some playing cards at a job site, and I picked out a few that I know I don't have, and I'm going to see how I can work them into my deck of found playing cards. And so for the past 25, almost 30 years, I have been collecting a deck of found cards. So if I find cards in the street, or in the attic of a house, or on job sites, I'll take the cards and I'll blend them into my collection of cards here. And I found 4 cards that I don't have, so I'm going to try to figure out how to put them in the deck or which one I want most. Here's my deck right now as it stands. There's a lot of weird cards. And I pulled out a few that I can show you. This one is very interesting, I think, because it's a very tiny. See how small it is? It's a 9 of clubs from a little tiny deck. And here's another small card. And it's Clifford, the big red dog set, which is funny. And it's got Shackleford on it. It's cool. This is one of my favorites here. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with Raphael as the Jack of Diamonds. It's cool. And here's an interesting one. It's got a 7 of spades on one side and an ace of clubs on the other. So when I didn't have an ace of clubs, I used this as an ace of clubs. And if I didn't have the 7, I used it as a 7. But now I have both of those, so that's fine. Now this is a very interesting card I want to show you because I found this on the street and it's a marked card. Let me show you the marking right here. And it's got this hypno sort of logo thing. And if you count from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see that little line going through there? And if you count from the bottom here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's that little line, and it's pointing a certain direction to denote what suit. So this is a 6, and it points that way, so it's a diamond. And that's a 6 of diamonds. So if you see this card, watch out, you're playing with marked cards. So anyways, and that's kind of a cheap. I remember seeing that when I was a kid. Those types of cards. Anyway, so here's the cards I found on the JOMA job site. Now, usually whenever I do this, I'll pick up one card. If I find a full deck, I'll pick one card, and I used to pick them randomly, or guess which one. And then I started carrying my cards around. Now I have a list of cards I need. But interesting. This has the King and Queen of Hearts. And I am of the contention that the King and Queen of Hearts are the hardest cards to find other than the Ace of Spades. Because everyone wants Ace of Spades. They think it's magic. They put it in their pocket. They act tough. And but the King and Queen of Hearts, I think that's a real romantic gesture. I think that to keep, like get a cake and put the King and Queen of Hearts in it and go, oh baby, I love you. Or a guy will be carrying around just the King of Hearts in his pocket saying, I'm Romeo, that sort of thing. Since this is my deck and I make the rules and I haven't found cards in a long time, I'm going to keep both of them. I think they're a cute couple. They're nice together. I met them together. And so if they split up, I don't know whose friend group I would be in. I don't know if I would be in the King's or the Queen's friend group. So I'm going to keep them together. And I'm going to put them in my deck. So now I have 12 cards. I need 12 cards to finish my deck. I'm 12 cards short of a full deck, as they might say. So if you think this is interesting, then comment, like, and subscribe if you like. Send this video to someone who is collecting cards, or if you think someone might think this is interesting, and like and subscribe, and we really appreciate you watching. And this is another edition of JOMArchaeology, where we show you interesting things we find on JOMA job sites. Thank you.